In October of 2022, Scoot Henderson's team took on the Metropolitans 92 and their star, the 7'5" power forward / center, Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama is not only tall, but he has an impressive wingspan. He can shoot from three. He can handle the ball remarkably well for a man of his size and length. Few players have ever had LeBron James level hype surrounding them, but Wembanyama certainly has been pegged as the league's next big attraction. Scoot Henderson, on the other hand, is not a slouch by any means and has been viewed by many as a lottery pick, and that played itself out in the draft when he went number 3 overall to the Portland Trailblazers. But his measurables fail in comparison to Wemby. Scoot Henderson is more than a foot shorter than Wemby at 6'2" and smaller than him, weighing 195 pounds to Wemby's 210. In their matchup, one might assume that because they play two different positions, they didn't have to go one-on-one or face each other that often. But you'd be wrong, as the smaller Henderson took every opportunity to face the big man. And though Wemby ended the night with more points than Scoot, 37-28, Scoot Henderson led his team to victory over the Giant and had one of the most impressive performances of his pre-NBA career. He took Wemby off the dribble at the top of the key and hit the three in his face. He went into the teeth of the defense, and he did a reverse layup on Wemby. And one of the most impressive moments of the night was when he was being double teamed by one of Wemby's teammates, and Wemby pump faked him, got him to jump in the wrong direction, and got him to jump early, and then followed it up with an easy 2. When he was asked about the shot made against Wemby on ESPN's Run the Tape, he said he knew Wemby's ability to block shots. He was blocking everybody's shot. He's pretty long, so I knew he would go for that. But he's pretty easy to read when he's down there.
He was going to go for that one as well. Like, he's kind of easy to read when he's down there, as in, like, length and, what he goes for.
Yeah.
And the dude that was on me, I knew he's playing aggressive as well. So
Scoot used his knowledge of Wemby's weaknesses in the box to beat him and scored a basket. Listen, y'all, God didn't just start making these tall people. And he didn't just start making tall people that pose a challenge to shorter men. Actually, in the Bible, you famously heard about Goliath, right? Who stood about 9 feet tall. Some people believe he was either 6'9" or 9 feet. Either way, he was tall. But some giants you rarely hear about are a race of giant people called the Anakites. The Anakites were described in the Bible as tall and strong. They were apparently also great at war, because the Bible also says you know about them and have heard it said, who can stand against the Anakites? Some people believe that Goliath actually came from the Anakites. It was clear that the Anakites were taller, stronger, and better at fighting than the Israelites. The Bible also says that God said to the Israelites, you are about to go in and take land from a nation greater and stronger than you. That's some brutal honesty there. But also, that's an incredible assignment. These men are stronger, taller, better than you. Go in and take the land. Now, there's nothing special about the Israelites and their particular fighting skills to note. But one of the secret weapons was that they always had God on their side, and the other side didn't. The weakness of the Anakites was that though they were tall and powerful, they were wicked and God's hand was against them. The Bible even says that the Lord will go before you like a devouring fire. He will destroy them and subdue them before you, and you will drive them out and annihilate them quickly as the Lord has promised. Now, this was said to the Israelites prior to going in and facing the Anakites. Whenever we face major challenges, we often look at the truth of our strength. It's true, we have inabilities, shortcomings, weaknesses, and faults. And sometimes it makes us assume that we can't be victorious. However, if you're a believer in Christ, you are not fighting a fair fight. There is power in knowing that the battles you face are not a one-on-one with the evil one. Christians don't have to fight fair. We're fighting against an enemy that lies, cheats, steals, and plays dirty. We fight to win. We go into battle behind a devouring fire. And it's a lot easier to fight when your enemy or particular situation has been subdued. So it doesn't matter how skilled I am, tall I am, fast I am. If God is on my side, who can stop me? So here's the play. Go into this week with the confidence that God is with you and goes before you in every situation. Life has its own scouting report, and the scouting report says life is filled with problems, issues, and hardships. But don't worry, because God has great power to influence every situation ahead, and He's on your side. If right now you don't know that He is on your side, then you should call an audible on your whole life. And your next move should be to give your life to Him. People don't build a reputation off of expectations of greatness. They've shown it. What do I mean? When I say the life scouting report is that it's filled with problems, issues, and hardships, life didn't just get that scouting report. There's been evidence that life is filled with problems, issues, and hardships. When it was time for David to fight Goliath, and Goliath was called a great warrior, that doesn't mean that, they assumed that Goliath was a great warrior because he was tall. No, Goliath had killed a bunch of dudes fighting in their own strength. David beat Goliath because God was with him. The Israelites eventually overtook the Anakites because God was with them. Is He with you? If He's not, you're fighting a losing battle in your own strength. And I encourage you to get a better plan. All right, time to get back to the game of life. Ready, break.